Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Fall of the Republic 1.3 preview playthrough as the CIS. In the last episode, I forgot to turn off the in-game audio, so with how my computer is set up right now, I can't really hear things too well when I'm playing, so unfortunately that did mean there were some doubled up music tracks in there, so apologize for that, but it should all be fixed now. But we did take Argon on our back, we've got Mandalore, and we are going to be taking Meridoon and Lola Sayu, probably also Florham today. That's kind of the plan. The thing that we're kind of lacking on at the moment, though, is ground forces. So we're going to be trying to take Meridoon with what we have, but Lola Sayu, we're probably going to need some other ground stuff first, because we're plumb out of vehicles. But we're also only 13 days away from the beta ending and Fall of the Republic being released. So far, there's been nothing that indicates we'd have to wait even longer. There's nothing that seems like it needs a delay. I don't know why I put a Recusant as my Pathfinder. Dooku was a visionary, you're a bit far away. But they don't really have that much here to need more. So Hadra Dominatus, Tempest. Darkside has cookies. It's fine. SpaceX. Grievous's skeleton key. FedEx. Debt collector. Cannon fodder. Captive audience. Temparis. Ammo supplier. Hard cell missile ship. And Dark Profiteer. You can go. I've been kind of thinking to avoid the parts of the episode that are just like 5 minutes of me reading the ship names. Just while also making sure everyone knows when their patron ship is in the battle. I might add in some text, like a thing that pops up when the ship's brought into battle, showing the name at the top, and then if I'm giving an order, like I'll say I'm sending Hydra Dominatus to shoot that stuff. Just maybe be a bit less intrusive for listing the ship names off. And then also if I've like missed something, at least the text evidence would be there that the ship was brought in. So I think that might be a good balance for all that. But with Fall of the Republic's beta coming to a close in just under 2 weeks now, we are going to be starting the Thrawn's Revenge beta very soon as well. That'll be probably right afterwards. Or at least very soon afterwards. So if you are not quite at the level requirement on the Discord to be part of the Fall of the Republic beta, but you do want to try your hand at testing, the Thrawn's Revenge one, you should be able to get in for that. It'll probably be a little bit longer, just because there's so much more stuff in Thrawn's Revenge, especially with how many new progressive maps, where like Fall of the Republic had 9, TR has like 49, I think, different combinations. 42. It's 42. Because it's 7 eras, 6 maps. But considering that and the legitimacy related stuff, so like the Dark Empire stuff, are the biggest things to test, it's a bit less new points of failure compared to Fall of the Republic, where like the missions are a much newer set of functions, and like stuff for infrastructure is being tested in Fall of the Republic, so the basics of those are probably a bit more solid now. But let's bring in Bo-Katan, and we'll see if we can get through. So this is one of the new maps as well. This is Rogue's waterfall covered map, another very pretty one. I do like waterfalls. I always grew up telling myself I didn't care about them, like thinking it was being just kind of contrarian, because I grew up in Niagara Falls, but I like water features. Waterfalls are part of that. Look at the pretty water. I like the pretty water. So yeah, I am a noted waterfall fan now. I have to just accept it, go with it. Okay, Dooku, please go and get those things.
Where am I needed? On the lookout.
And what else are we gonna bring in?
What? A
Hopefully that's going to be enough for Bo-Katan to get through
I'll get there.
and not die.
I enjoy the hunt.
Hey, we got it. Alright. That's good. I was kind of worried she would die.
When do I get paid?
Dooku, get into the cave. The happy little waterfall cave. It can be a bit concerning with the waterfall particles because it can be a little bit performance intensive, so it'll probably be a map we have to keep an eye on how performance is shaking out. But Pre-Vizsla, get in there. Like we'll probably end up with a Mandalorian army for one of them. So once we have, so we'll get Meridoon, we'll get Lola Sayu, and then we'll get Florham, and then we'll just like build up a defensive line up north for the time being and focus a bit more on the south or the core. Probably the south, and then like surround the core and take it last. But we'll just because Mon Calamari's up here, but I'm kind of afraid of Mon Calamari right now. We'll let it build up and hopefully we'll keep them isolated. Okay, Grievous, why not?
If the price is right. Where's the bounty?
We don't know where the
Try to keep up.
enemy Jedi are going to want to be, or where their major fleets are. So we don't have too many huge fleets ourselves. So we got to be a little bit careful with that. Like, I don't want to overpush. I especially don't want to overpush when we don't have a particularly diverse ground force right now.
Something. Cover me.
Did Dooku make it up here yet? No, he's farther behind. He's way back there still.
Where are the credits? It's about time.
But it's just the structure,
They won't survive.
so we can destroy that.
This better be worth it.
Alright, or trade post.
Planetary control achieved.
Alright. And we got Deco Neomoidia out of that, which is really epic. Alright, so we got a Providence Dreadnought on Meridoon.
Building started.
Building started.
How are we for credits? We don't want to have Deco Neomoidia fall into them here.
Beginning
Look
construction.
at that.
Building
I'm mostly
started.
concerned about defending on the ground right now. Mandalore. I'm gonna sell you so we can get a hyper or an ion cannon, not a hypervelocity
Beginning
gun.
Construction.
Wrong faction. But with that, I'm going to split them up. I'm probably gonna send the
Construction complete.
Dreadnought back that way, and you're gonna come up here because I want
Vehicle in production.
defenses after that. All right. So we'll put two little provinces over there, and hopefully they don't attack us. If they do, I'm going to be
Construction
sad.
Complete.
So we need to take Lola Sayu. I don't want to do that until we have some ground forces. But we can at least put some stuff in orbit. Florham's going to be easy. It's only a tier 1 station and then only one ground structure as well for the Independence. So that'll be simple once we're done with Lola Sayu.
Choose your
But for
reinforcements.
now, we'll get Missing in. That's a trick. That name is a trick. Lucre Hall Core Destroyer, Diamond Cruiser. We got Anti-Disestablishmentarianism. We got Do We Count for the Missile Only Challenge? You do, which I'm going to say every time.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Zellers, CIS Bias, Victory over Yadu,
Reinforcements cancelled.
no missile option, Crusader of Truth, aggressive butt plug, which I'm not gonna say the butt plug part just in case I get demonetized, even though I've now said it twice. But the missile only challenge, I am hoping to get rolling on that soon, because I did the poll on that so long ago. But I've been trying to push myself to do more of those kinds of videos in general for the last little while. Like last week there was what? Or I guess over the last 2 weeks there's been 2 mod news videos, 2 first episodes of a new series kind of situation, counting the Republic one with like the story playthroughs. And there were 2 other game like challenge type videos or news type videos with Sins and with Circle of Kurtzevin. And it seems like people have generally enjoyed those. Circle of Kurtzevin, less so. I figured that would be the case anyways. But I'm going to be trying to get into more of those standalone videos coming out in the middle of playthroughs as well. So hopefully people like them. And then the Missile-only challenge is like the next of the EAW ones. I've got a few ideas that I think will be fun for Empire at War playthroughs like that. And I'll probably stream some of the like recordings for that. Even if the video that goes up on YouTube is like one of the edited shorter ones. But I also want to start using the streams for playing some either Star Wars mods for other games or non-Star Wars games or just general other stuff. So I'm trying to push myself out of what's comfortable and finding new stuff that'll work. Okay, Argonar.
Ambush successful.
I don't know what they're going to send, because if they're going with that, it's going to be scary. Oh, never mind. It's not going to be scary. No, I want you to actually come over here. That it's only 2... Maybe they've sent the ground units in, though, now, too. We're making 9 grand, but we're also at about 4 grand in upkeep.
Choose your reinforcements.
That's why we are only at about 4 or 5 grand after taxes. But I think our economy's in an okay position. Just want to keep building up some forces in the south. Because we're adding to the structures up here. We're focusing on units down there. Meridoon, we don't need to go too deep on anything with that. That's 200 credits. Look at you. You've got 4 connections, so you're a trade port. Yavin, you've already got a trade port. Mandalore is going to be a trade port once we get the other planets, so I may as well get that in sooner than later. We're almost... Oh, we're doing all those before ground units. Okay, maybe I can... I'm going to possibly regret doing this. But this will be the last one before we have more ground units. So let's get Dooku. No, let's send Previsla first. I got an ETTE, so I need to be careful I'm not just running with my infantry up into the front of it. I should have at least waited for another week of income so I could get some more money for this.
Base is under attack.
Seeking target.
Choose your reinforcements. You've secured a landing zone.
Moving out. On my way.
Very difficult to see with this light setup as well.
Reinforcement
I think the lat is going to be too high for anything to shoot it.
I'm on it.
Choose your reinforcements.
Where's the job? I'll get there.
Okay, they're
I
coming
always
in.
get my bounty. Where am I needed? I'll take them out.
Let's try to get those infantry. Did we kill the lat, or did the lat escape?
Unit
Better be worth it.
destroyed.
What? Finally.
You've secured
I can't tell.
a landing zone.
Alright, you gotta shoot that.
When do I get paid?
More Mandalorians come down? And
Unit destroyed.
gotta just try to get that. Where is Previsla?
Be good.
Okay.
Unit destroyed.
You know what? I think we're making it out. All right. Not ideal, like. But I can't really see too much on this light setup. We didn't get the credits out of that, which the mine. I'm kind of sad about that.
Moving out. On my way.
My tactics are superior.
But I think we've cleared out most of the units except for the floaty ones.
I'll be there soon.
All right. Let's try to get up there.
What do you need?
Do they have a field base? They do have a field base. All right, you're just going to fly over there. You're going to capture that. And then you should be able to blow them up.
All right, man. Take cover. If the price is right.
Lancet standing by.
Our base is
Okay,
under
we
attack.
need some help.
Let's discuss mine.
You're dark sabering your way through. That's admirable, if nothing else. Ooh, there is.
We've secured a
There's the
landing
lat.
zone.
Okay, I think he's fine.
Something.
This is all mostly infantry.
We're out.
Boundary available.
You've
Aerial
got support
artillery
if you
reporting.
need it.
Reinforcement point contested.
I expect
Okay, come around so you can reflect stuff at the lat. You need to shoot the lat,
We've lost a landing zone.
which I don't know if you can do from in there. Dooku's got to get that one. There's the barrackses.
Build pad. We've secured a build pad. We've lost a build pad. Base is under attack.
I might have to get.
A landing
Oh,
zone.
oh no, you're landing. Slice. There you go.
Secured a build pad.
Never mind. No AA turret is needed. Oh,
We've secured
well, at least we
a build
killed that.
pad.
Dooku, you can do the honors of attacking the station then? Or not the station, that's not a station. Attacking the senator's office. They were gonna retreat, but then we killed the last units.
sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
We
System
lost a
conquered.
couple units on that. But at least we have basically every planet here other than Mon Calamari. So we just have to pop you down to Argonar,
Construction complete.
you over to here.
Mission log updated.
Oh, and we get a mission for Florham. That's kind of perfect.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna put you over there because we're gonna need to check that. But that is Conquer Planet, right? That's Liberation. Get another Providence Dreadnought for that. Send forces to the planet, and the Trade Federation will set up a new regime that is loyal to the Separatists. Okay, hopefully they don't go into Mandalore while we're doing this.
Complete.
But we're gonna have some ground units on that. Let's see if I can get
Enlisting troops.
some droids elsewhere.
Training.
Just so that we have the extra support we need. Alright, into Florham. I think we're past the point where we should have more planets than them, but I think they're gonna have a better economy than us still. And if we get the whole north and maybe a couple of the planets in the south, I might turn on Cruel for the end parts of the campaign.
Choose your reinforcements.
So we'll at least have some more going on with that.
All out. Heading out.
Which might be a mistake with the static fleets turning on, especially.
Standing by.
Like, that's a big boost to their active forces. Oh, is that a minstrel? Yeah, that was a minstrel. Sorry, that was a hut unit, and I didn't even show it off.
That's within my parameters.
That's my bad.
Let's move out.
En route to the new border. Pursuit destroyer at your disposal. Targeting as ordered. Auxiliary class pursuit destroyer on.
We will be waiting for at least some of those units on the ground before going in on Florham. I don't want any more rough rides like that last battle was on Lola Sayu.
Standing by.
Like, it feels like we've taken a lot away from the Republic. But, in reality, we've taken, what, one planet from them? We took Lola Sayu, which is kind of in the middle of our territory anyways. Which is one of the reasons that I did try to go a bit heavier into independent forces or independent planets when setting up these maps. So that you could get some feeling of progression without the early stuff being necessarily at the expense of the other main enemy, which is kind of important when it's a one-on-one overall map. Which is the other reason that the sector forces and the corporations exist as factions in Fall of the Republic. Giving the AI something to conquer as well as you something to conquer, allowing the main factions to build up, and kind of making it so that you don't immediately get into the situation where you're more powerful than the other faction if you start at relatively even footing. Alright, let's get you guys over there. Got these droids. Got our get.
Moving.
What's the next thing we're gonna want? We'll probably want some Oop. They got Umbara, Rhodia, Rendeli, and Corellia. So they just integrated a bunch of the planets there. Because that is, I think, just getting into... Yeah. It's counting that as the transition. Because that's actually changed since this version of the beta. Now they get them, the Republic gets them on mission completion. They're coming into Mimban. We have enough that we could really realistically support that? I don't think we do. Like, we might be able to get in there. Let's try it. But first we go for Florham.
Moving out.
With our actual B1s. Our actual droid army. Is this a new map there as well? No. No, I think this is Chell's from last release. If it's the one I'm thinking of. No. I don't know.
Better come up with a plan.
Choose your reinforcements.
On the move.
Hostiles
We've
attacking.
secured a building.
So I was thinking of the Enzoth one she made.
The fight's not over. Forming squad.
We've lost a build
I
pad.
hate clones.
Okay, the Gat coming in. We know they have a Juggernaut. We want to make as many of the Gats as we can,
We've secured a
because they're going to be unavailable soon.
Forming squad. I'm on point. Follow me.
Ooh, that's not great for you.
Reporting.
Okay, get out of there. You don't want to be anti-infantry to death.
Awaiting orders.
I think I need to send the Gats around that way. So we need stuff that's going to be able to take on those. You guys are going up there. And I think we'll need a Jedi of some kind. So Severance,
maximum unit capacity.
get in.
Ready. Advancing.
I'm probably overdoing it with sending all the Gats over here.
What? I enjoy the hunt.
The hut will
Yeah, you guys gotta get back that direction.
When do I get paid?
I think we're gonna have no problems with what we're sending around this way now. So we need the Gats to support over there. And Severance.
Much anger in this people of yours.
Okay, it's just an A4. So you guys should be more than enough to handle that. I'm gonna have to kite a little bit.
Your credits better be good.
Alright, you can go up there. You can start getting his vision on that.
Unit destroyed.
She'll be able to drop a bombing run on them.
Bombing run available.
And that's just an ATPT.
Who's the target?
Okay, you can go a little bit faster over here. One vehicle,
We've secured a build pad.
or one light vehicle structure, and also one vehicle. Bo-Katan, you can kill that, right? There you go. Thank you, Bo-Katan.
System conquered.
And we got Charos for that. Plus, we got another Providence Dreadnought on that side, which is actually... It's going to be good for defense up in the north while we're focusing elsewhere, so I'm not going to sell that. These guys are all fine over here.
Constructing.
We got Denon. Alright, well, it seems like they haven't made it into Mban yet. But I think that's going to do it for our episode here today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you are enjoying the series so far as we approach the end of the Fall of the Republic 1.3 development cycle. We'll be back later this week with the shifting of our focus to the south. Jabeam is probably going to be the target of a mission at some point. So we'll leave it there for now. But we are going to take a look over at Ariadu and start making our way through some of this remaining territory. Possibly some of the planets that were just taken over by the Republic. Like Umbara just went over to it. Maybe we'll get us a nice Rhodia. But thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.